They basically confirm that the Hindenburg report is accurate on this, but they say, well, technically we didn't lie because we said it's in motion. What is going on, guys? I hope you're having a fantastic day. If you are new to the channel, welcome. We're doing a giveaway at 100 subs, but do not fear. I know we're only 3 subs away at the time of making this video, so we're doing another at 250 subs, so there is still plenty of time. If you want to get an Amazon gift card, all you got to do is sub, drop a like, and let me know what you're just thinking about. Anything in the comments. It's awesome. Just want to talk with you guys. All right, so Nikola has been in the news. You had some really positive news at the beginning of last week, and then that was just absolutely steamrolled by the Hindenburg report. And since then, you have seen Nikola's share price absolutely plummet from the $50 peak, I guess, if you will, that you saw after the GM announcement, and it dipped to under $30 on Friday. And early today, it was getting absolutely hammered until 2 things happened. First, Nikola came out with their official statement, and this is really funny, actually, how the stock reacted positive to this, because it's kind of confusing. So, you know, there were all these things that Hindenburg put out and basically saying Nikola's a fraud and defaming the company. Now, Nikola, in their rebuttal, the biggest point that Hindenburg came out against Nikola and said was, essentially, they towed this truck to the top of the hill and they let it roll down. So, Nikola gets to this to about page 2, I think, in their rebuttal, and they basically confirm that the Hindenburg report is accurate on this, but they say, well, technically we didn't lie because we said it's in motion, and we never said that it was being propelled by itself, and this truck actually was never supposed to be, you know, propelled by itself. It's basically a prototype. We have other tech in here that we have verified, and you know, it runs on its own and stuff like that, but this was never designed to be, you know, a full driving truck for the sake of this video, and it was like a third-party video. So essentially, you had them coming out and confirming the Hindenburg report, which was really crazy to me that they had to do it. You had to come out and be honest, but even then, still kind of they were trying to backpedal and cover up the fact that, yeah, they did in fact send this truck, tow it to the top of the hill, and send it down. Now, some of the other points that Hindenburg had and they were calling out Nikola for was some disgruntled employee stuff, and I think some of this was stemming from a Bosch employee, and Bosch actually came out and backed Nikola up and said that this person was actually talking about Bosch's technology, not Nikola's, so that cleared some stuff up there. And then, you know, they had some other stuff going into essentially how, you know, Trevor Milton has overhyped his companies in the past. And this one was pretty interesting to me, and to me, they did a good job of explaining this one. So Trevor Milton had essentially valued a company back in 2010, I think it was, one of his companies that he started up. He said it was valued at like $250 million or somewhere around in there. And essentially how they got to that number was an option within a contract to where they could purchase, you know, in excess of, you know, several thousand units for a certain price, therefore valuing the contract at $250 million. Even though those options were never exercised, it did have the value, and they put a copy of the contract. So to me, I think that was a pretty good response. I think overall, if I have to judge the response, I think it was a pretty good response, except for the fact that basically you sit there and you confirm that you did send a truck rolling down the hill. So that is alarming a little bit, but I will give the benefit of the doubt for a little bit and say, okay, this is 2016. Since then, you have had other companies on board partnering with Nikola and their technology. You've had Bosch, you've got other companies who are helping build Nikola Tre, and then you also now have the partnership with GM. And I think the turning point for the stock today, in addition to Nikola putting out a response, you also saw General Motors CEO come out with a response and essentially backing Nikola, saying, okay, before all this was announced and before we agreed to a partnership with Nikola, we did our due diligence. We were there on site. Like, we had enough background to feel like we made an informed decision in partnering with Nikola Motors. So I think that was another catalyst that really helped pull the stock out of the red this morning, because it was trading down almost 10% this morning, and then it turned it around and now it's closed up in the green. And I think you had the several factors. You had GM CEO coming out, reassuring and basically saying, hey, we did our due diligence, and investors are going to look at that and they're going to say, okay, GM was in there. They're probably a lot closer to it than any of us or anything like that, or even as close as Hindenburg had got to it. So GM basically gives them their vote of confidence and reassurance even after this whole report. So that's a positive if you're on Nikola's side. Nikola also came out with its rebuttal, even though some of the points that it makes weren't as strong as you would have liked to see. You also now have the SEC involved, which to me, this is the biggest thing that came out of this. And somebody who is rooting for essentially truth and just betterment of, the EV market and capitalism and everything like that. Like, you are rooting for the truth to come out. And if Nikola is a massive fraud, you want it to be sniffed in the butt right now before this company gets any more investors or any more partnerships or takes anybody else's money. So the fact that the SEC is involved and they are now going to be investigating this is a big win. So eventually we are going to get to 100% truth behind all this stuff. Lastly, I think the big gains today that you saw out of Nikola stock were also, just a byproduct of the massive sell-offs that you've seen. Anytime, whether a stock be good, bad, ugly, regardless of how you feel about it, usually if you see a sell-off of about 50%, 60%, people are going to come in, and even speculative buyers, even if they think 50% of the Hindenburg report is true, even 75% of the Hindenburg report is true, they're going to come in and buy because they have seen that the recent levels that the stock has been able to get up to is around $45, $50. So if they're coming in at sub $30 or right around $30, they think that there is value potentially to be had in the short term. So I think that's another reason you saw big gains today. Usually, the more volatile you are, the larger downswings as well as the larger upswings you see with the stock. So I think for the short term, the volatility is definitely going to continue with Nikola Motors. It's not going to shock me if tomorrow we open up and we give back all the gains that we saw today. I think kind of the new stock price that you're going to be trending at now for the short term is going to be anywhere in the $32 to $35 range. And they've essentially broken through the floor. I said the floor was right around $35, $40 after this whole GM thing came out before the Hindenburg. So now that we have the Hindenburg essentially weighing down on the market, and now you have a lot of short sellers coming in and trying to capitalize on this report, I think the new bottom that you see, and we're going to probably come back and test it, and if we continue to push through the $30 limit, I don't think that level is going to hold, but I do think that $32 to $35 is probably a pretty safe bet right now. And I think that is because, right, you have to look at the Hindenburg report. Yes, obviously, Nikola coming out and saying some of this stuff does confirm some stuff about the Hindenburg report. At the same time, obviously not everything in the report is true and factual. So that, along with the support from GM and then the SEC involvement, as well as the fact that the Hindenburg report, a lot of people are going to view this as it was motivated to make money essentially on shorting the company. So people are always going to take that with a grain of salt. And, so I don't think that long term, unless the SEC comes out with something massive, that this is going to really cripple the stock long term. I do think it draws into question potentially how innovative and how much of a growth company Nikola could actually be. Like, if you're betting on them to be the next Tesla, now you definitely have some doubts, you definitely have some questions, and you need more validation than what you have previously seen, because as we all now know, that essentially you cannot 100% trust your eyes with this company, and you have to take everything with a grain of salt that you see. It is positive that GM is on board. I can't reiterate that enough. And we did get some photos of the Nikola tray in production, and Bosch is working on that with Nikola. So, positive stuff there. It is, as a Nikola investor, it is disappointing to see all this stuff come out. And I'm one of those people who's in hold mode. A lot of people were telling me to sell my stock on Friday and essentially get out. Nikola's a fraud. I totally understand where you're coming from, but in investing and, trading and anything like that, there's a lot of volatility. There's a lot of emotion. Right now, I am fine. I'm not losing any money with Nikola, so I'm content with holding my investment right now, kind of seeing where things shake out a bit. And I think riding this volatility for the short term, I am okay with, because as you can see, we're up 50% after the GM announcement, and we're down 50, 60%. Now today, we're back up double digits in percentages. So it's definitely something that if you can just stomach the short-term volatility, and, you know, okay, go for it. And I think that's why you saw a lot of people jumping on board today and buying stock just out of basically speculative play that, you know, we are potentially going to return to the levels that you saw maybe once we get around to Nikola world and once everything coming with the Hindenburg report dies off, assuming obviously SEC doesn't investigate and Nikola is totally 100% fraudulent and Trevor Milton flees the country and goes someplace where there's no extradition. But I don't think that's the case. I think GM on board, like I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna absolutely beat it home. I think that they were able to get in, see enough, and understand what the heck they're getting into, who they're getting into bed with as a partner, and you know, I think it'll be okay. Don't get too wrapped up in one particular story or one particular stock. The only reason we talk about this a lot is because it draws a bunch of controversy, a bunch of conversation to the channel, which I absolutely love because I'm growing. And that brings me to my next point. If you haven't already subbed, you need to do so because we are growing. Like, I think we've been averaging 6 to 7 subs a day. So that is pretty awesome for the past week. I cannot complain, and I cannot thank you guys enough for all the support that you've been giving me. And before we go, today in history, Francis Scott Key penned the Star-Spangled Banner. So that is awesome. I'm a patriot. I absolutely love our troops. Anything America, I'm absolutely all for it. And I know our fact on Friday, September 11th, or Saturday, no, it was Friday, right? September 11th, you know, obviously I should have said something about that. My, you know, thoughts and prayers go out to everybody who lost somebody that day. That is a dark day in history, and I wasn't old enough to really remember it. But, you know, I think it's, you know, history of America is rich. And there's a lot of good, there's a lot of bad, but I think, you know, understanding history in your past and, you know, where you can go in the future is everything. So guys, that is going to do it for today's video. I will see you guys tomorrow. Think about where you spend your money, invest wisely, and yeah, sub if you aren't already done.